Shalom everyone. This video is flee again. I hope everyone doing well. What is this? Flee again. Again, these are messages our people don't understand. We don't know what's happening. I'm gonna jump right on into this. This is Jasher 28:18 through 20, and this is I'm bringing this out so we can understand the difference between Yasharal and Esau. Now, I know his name was Jacob at this time, but I want you to understand something. I want you to get something. So I'm going to refer to him as his name now, Yasharal. It says, at the time Isaac sent his youngest son Yasharal to the house of Shem and Eber, and he learned the instructions of Yahuwah. And Yasharal remained in the house of Shem and Eber for 32 years. He remained there for 32 years. The knowledge Yasharal had was unbelievable. And Esau, here's the difference between Yasharal and Esau. Esau, his brother, did not go, for he was not willing to go. If you had a chance to go to Shem's house to learn of the Most High, and give it up, he really did hate the Most High. Listen, he didn't want to have anything to do with him. He was not willing to go. And he remained in his father's house in the land of Canaan. And Esau was continually hunting. This is Esau. We know him. He loves to hunt until this day. He loves to hunt. It's in him. He hunted in the fields and he brought home what he could get. So Esau did all his days. And Esau was a designing and deceitful man. So we understand he was deceitful. And what was his deceit? One who hunted after the hearts of men. He hunted after the hearts of men. And this is something that he's still doing until this day. Okay, Jasher 29:10 through 12. Okay, and Esau said, Is he not rightly called Yasharal? For he has supplanted me twice. He took away my birthright, and now he has taken away my barakah. And Esau wept greatly. And when Isaac heard the voice, this is, of course, we know the story. I'm not going deep into the story. We know it. And he heard the voice of his son Esau weeping. And Isaac said to Esau, What can I do? My son, your brother came with subtlety and took away your barakah, and Esau hated his brother Yasharal. This is what I want you to understand. He hated his brother Yasharal for doing what he did. But remember, we know the story. His mother got the message of who the barakah was supposed to go to. This was of the Most High. This whole scenario, it was supposed to go to Yasharal and not Esau, and the barakah that his father had given him. And his anger was greatly roused against him. So he was upset. He was angry with his brother. And Yasharal was very much afraid of his brother Esau. And he rose up and fled to the house of Eber. Okay, he rose up and he fled. Listen at this. This is the righteous fleeing from the wicked. This is what I want you to understand. I'm going somewhere with this. Stay with me. So we see him fleeing to the house of Eber, the son of Shem, and he concealed himself there on account of his brother. And Yasharal was 63 years old when he went forth from the land of Canaan to Hebron. And Yasharal was concealed in Eber's house 14 years. So he spent the other amount of time. Here's an extra 14 years on account of his brother Esau. And he there continued to learn the ways of Yahuwah and his commandments. He continued to learn of the Most High. And when Esau, verse 12, when Esau saw his brother had fled and escaped from him, his brother had fled and escaped. There's a thing called fleeing and escaping. This is what you need to understand. And that Yasharal had cunningly obtained the barakah, then Esau grieved exceedingly. And he was vexed, and he vexed his father and his mother. He kind of took it out on his parents. Okay, Jasher 29:20 through 23. At the end of the 14 years, this is a continuation, Yasharal residing in the house of Eber, Yasharal desired to see his father and mother. And Yasharal came to the house of his mother and father in Hebron. And Esau had in those days forgotten that Yasharal had done to him, having taken his Barakah in those days. Okay, verse 21. And when Esau saw Jacob coming to his father and mother, he remembered what Yasharal had done to him, and he was greatly incensed against him, and sought to slay him. So he remembered, and he still wanted to kill. He remembered, and he wanted to kill Yasharal. And Isaac, the son of Abraham, was old and advanced in days. This is what Esau said: my father's time dwelling here is nigh. He must die. And when he die, I will slay my brother Yasharal. And this was told to Rebekah. And she hastened to send to call to Jacob her son. And she said unto him, arise, go, flee to Haran. Now Yasharal is fleeing again. Do you see a pattern? He fled once to the house of Shem. And now, once again, he's fleeing again from his brother Esau, the wicked, the righteous fleeing from the wicked. Is this in scripture? Do the righteous so flee from the wicked? Yes, the righteous will flee from the wicked. Until the time of your brother anger is turned away from you, and you shall come back. And you can see this account in Genesis 27, 41 through 45. Esau held a grudge against Yasharal because of the Barakah his father given him. And he said, the days of mourning, my father is near, and I will kill my brother Yasharal. And it was told to Rebekah. Rebekah was told her son Esau had said. Now, how was it told to Rebekah? Let's get precept on this. Everything must have precept. How was it told? This is Jubilees 27:1. And the words of Esau, her eldest son, were told to Rebekah in a dream. So Rebekah understood this because it was told to Rebekah in a dream. This is how she knew. This is how the Most High deal with his people. Listen up for you people that don't believe a woman's job is important when it comes to getting the work of the Most High done, or using a woman to gather his people together, using a woman's voice, using a woman to do anything righteousness for his people. The Most High, listen, never commanded for the woman to be quiet, to shut up. He never commanded, it never came out of his mouth. And I can show you over and over through scriptures, women opening up their mouth and speaking righteousness for the sake of the Father. This is something we understand, we understand where this comes from. Paul told the woman to keep silent, and it never came from the mouth of the Father. Okay, the righteous fleeing from the wicked. Here we have precept. Wisdom of Solomon 10:10. When a righteous man, Yasharal, fled from his brother's wrath, this is the wicked brother Esau, she guided him on straight paths. She showed him the kingdom of the Most High. See, when he fled, he started learning and gave him knowledge of messengers. Look at this. And she prospered him in his labors and increased the fruit of his toil. So when the righteous flee from the wicked, we go to an area, we go to a place of learning, of knowledge. And I told you, learning knowledge is coming within his borders. Learning knowledge is coming in the wilderness. This is, I've been saying this, and this is scripture backing it. Okay, this is Jasher 31:70. And they told her, saying, behold, your son Esau, has gone against his brother Yasharal with 400 men. Okay, this is when Yasharal coming back from Laban, and here we have Esau out to kill him. And he heard that he was coming, he was going to make war with him. Get it? He come to make war with him. The wicked one being let loose, making war with the righteous. He will use Esau and to smite him and to take all that he has. Jasher 32 and 15. And when he heard the words of his brother, this is Yasharal, he heard the words, it got back to him what was coming, which he had spoken to the messengers of Yasharal. Yasharal was greatly afraid, and he was in distress. Now, some of our people right now, they are afraid to get up out the land of captivity. They're afraid they're saying Esau's not going to let us live in Shalom. He will kill us if we run to some wilderness. We will be caught without any type of protection. You see, they don't understand scripture. This is what we ought to do. Yasharal knew he was out to kill him. This is what Yasharal did. He prayed to the Most High. He says, and now this is still in Jasher 32, 20 through 23. And now that I have come, and you delivered me from Laban, he says, I shall fall in the hands of Esau, who shall slay me, yea, together with my mothers and children. So here he is with his young children. The sons was not ready for war at this time. But Esau, while Yasharal was learning, Esau was building his empire, his sons. He says, now therefore, O Yahuwah, deliver me. See, we need him to deliver us, I pray. And he says, also that the hands of my brother Esau, for I am greatly afraid of him. And there is no if is no righteousness in me, he says, do it for the sake of Abraham and my father Isaac. He knew the covenant. It says, for I know that through kindness and favor have I acquired this wealth. He says, now therefore I beseech you to deliver me this day with your kindness and to answer me. He asking for the Father to deliver him. The righteous praying to the Father for deliverance. Let's see this. Jasher 27 and 27 through 33. And Yahuwah heard the prayer of Yasharal. See, people, we must get in contact with him. We must connect with him. This is our problem. We are not connecting. Many of us, most of us are not connecting with him. He says, and Yahuwah delivered Yasharal from the hands of his brother. And Yahuwah sent, this is how he did it. He sent 3 messengers, messengers of Shamaim, and they went before Esau and came to him. We have help. Our people don't understand this. It's within the borders. We have help. And these messengers appeared to Esau and his people. 2,000 men, listen to this, riding on horses furnished with all sorts of war instruments. And they appeared in the sight of Esau and all of his men to be divided into 4 camps with 4 chiefs to them. And one camp went on and they found Esau coming with 400 men. Esau had 400 men towards his brother Yasharal. And this camp ran toward Esau and his people and terrified them. And Esau fell off his horse in alarm. And all his men separated from him in that place, and they were greatly afraid. Listen, the Most High sent help to the righteous. This is what he's here for. You think we're alone? And the whole of his camp shouted after them, and they fled from Esau. And all the warlike men answered, saying, surely listen at this, we are the servants of Yasharal. They saying they were the servants of Yasharal? Yes. Who is the servant of Yahuwah? And who then can stand against us? And Esau said unto them, oh then, my master, listen, he's changing his tone now. My master and brother Yasharal is your master, whom I have not seen for these 20 years. And now that I have this day come to see him, do you treat me in this manner? Yes, he has changed. And the message answered him, saying, as Yahuwah live, were not Yasharal, of whom you speak, your brother? He says, we would not have left one remaining. And we understand the rest of the story. Jasher 32 and 39. Esau beheld the evil which the messengers had done to him and his men, and they became greatly afraid. And the anger that Esau, the hatred he had for his brother, it subsided. The point of this message, the righteous has to flee, and then the righteous have to flee again. And here we are today. We must flee again. Shalom.